Hey, I'm Amanda, and I love maps. So I spent 10 years creating art installations of micro and macro views of the Earth because what I really wanted was for people to contemplate the meaning of place or home.
Hi, I'm Frank. I'm a map enthusiast. I've been focused on building and advancing indoor mapping solutions for the past 6 years.
It's amazing to think that the majority of the indoor world is not addressable yet. We want to explore a topic that we're really excited about, the data format called GeoJSON, and how it's being adopted by those of us that map indoor spaces. GeoJSON is used to create a digital indoor map placed on the Earth. This is known as a geolocated map.
A geolocated indoor map is not a new notion, but I'm seeing it become invaluable to indoor spaces. If your map is not geolocated, your map is only related to itself. Geolocation makes your map relative to the Earth.
So here's what's interesting about a geolocated indoor map. It has to be inaccurate in order for it to be useful. It's a paradox that I find fascinating. In fact, all maps, regardless of their shape, are actually a little bit wrong.
To illustrate, we want to introduce Art and Akshaya, our unsuspecting team members, who we will ask to do some basic shape conversions from a flat piece of paper.
We can see that Art and Akshaya are able to turn a flat piece of paper into a cube and even a cone shape. However, they just proved that it's impossible to make a sphere when starting with a flat sheet of paper. This is because paper can only curve in one direction.
A map on a screen is also flat, just like a piece of paper. This has always been a conundrum for cartographers like ourselves, and one that needs to be solved before a map can be geolocated. What actually needs to happen is that you need to take something 3D and make it 2D, which means there are some compromises made.
So for as long as humans have mapped things, they've worked to communicate spatial information effectively. However, in order to do that, maps need to be distorted. This is done using projections.
What is a projection? It is really a way of seeing the world. There are thousands of different world map projections. However, two that are most widely used are ESPG 3857 and ESPG 4326. One is nice to look at, the other is more accurate. One is familiar, the other looks alien to us. The easiest way of seeing this depicted is to look at the world map projected onto different shapes.
This is the map that we were taught in school, the one that hung on the wall behind the geography teacher. We're used to seeing the northern part of Canada and Alaska as very large land masses. I mean, check out Greenland. It looks almost the size of the continent of Africa. Now, let's look at those same countries on a sphere. I mean, look at Greenland. Look at its size in comparison to Africa. In reality, it's only a fraction of the size. The top part of Canada is far less spaced out. Mexico is bigger than Alaska. It turns out land closest to the North and South poles are increasingly skewed when they're flattened out on a map.
While personally I can't wait for the evolution of the round screen, for the time being we map indoor spaces on a flat screen, so we use projections to represent the space as accurately as possible.
The value of a geolocated indoor map is just beginning to be realized. Since a geolocated map is placed on the Earth, indoor data becomes interoperable with the outside world. It can get you from your desk at the office, to your seat on the train, to your seat at the hockey game, and back home, seamlessly. We are so excited for the growth of GeoJSON with indoor mapping.
It's your absolute position on the Earth.
And you absolutely need that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like, you really need it. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Totally.